Hey guys, recently we got a lot of information for the zombies mode for Black Ops 4, and one of the maps is called 9, and it's set in ancient Rome, and it's going to be gladiators fighting zombies. I think a lot of us zombies fans were surprised by this and didn't see this coming at all. There was a lot of speculation and predictions from the zombies community, but ancient Rome was not one of the settings that anybody ever tried to predict. But if we had been paying closer attention to how Treyarch comes up with their ideas for their zombies maps, we probably could have predicted this one. And there was one member of the community that came the closest, and that is FTJ Gaming. He is a friend of mine. Huge shout out to him. I'll show you some more information about what he said. But first, let's talk a few moments about this artist writer named Clive Barker. He is a writer and filmmaker and is largely considered a master of the horror genre. His books of Blood and Hellraiser films are among his best known works. Now, someone at Treyarch is a huge fan of Clive Barker, whether it be Jason Blundell or Craig Houston or somebody in their creative department, because some of the past zombies maps have clearly been inspired by this guy's ideas. There are elements that seem to have been directly taken from his movies and stories and have played a big part in how Treyarch has designed certain storyline details and functionality on some of the maps. I'll give you guys one example. If you remember the movie Hellraiser, there's a lot of ideas from this movie that have been used for Shadows of Evil. You can see this poster right here. He's holding an item. It's called the Lamarchand's box, and this is basically where Treyarch got their idea or inspiration for the summoning key. There are other things that they used from this movie, like the gate worm and teleporting in other evil creatures from other dimensions. That's clearly a big theme on Shadows of Evil. But I just want to quickly show you something about this Lamarchand's puzzle box. I've made a video about this before, but you can see what it looks like on the right. And on the left is an unused asset that is underneath the map on Shadows of Evil, and it's called the redemption key. You can clearly see it's an identical replica of the Lamarchand's puzzle box, and here it is underneath the map. There are 4 of them, and they're next to the gate worms, and from what we can tell, these were going to be a part of the 4 ritual processes, but instead we're using the summoning key, so it looks like these got scrapped, and based on the fact that there's no texture on these whatsoever, you can tell that this is an asset that is scrapped, and this part of the Easter egg got cut, and it was replaced with the summoning key. The redemption key from Hellraiser and the summoning key basically have the same purpose, and they do the same thing. There are some other things that are identical. I'm not going to go over that because that's not the point of this video. I just wanted to show you something to reference to know, yes, they do take some themes and inspiration from Clive Barker and his stories. And it looks like the map 9 for Black Ops 4 zombies is no different. And again, shout out to FTJ Gaming for spotting this. He actually predicted that this could happen on May the 9th, way before the reveal. I had responded to Treyarch's post with that image of the Black Ops 4 zombies with the guy with the mask and all the alchemy. Then FTJ Gaming responded saying, right away, I'm searching Clive Barker movies and books. FTJ Gaming and I worked together to research this kind of stuff, and he even found a Clive Barker story that shows where they got the Mob of the Dead idea. It's really crazy. I won't go into that because there's so much to cover there. But yeah, he was right. The map 9 has been taken directly from a story from Clive Barker. It's not a situation where it's loosely based on it. It is the story, like the whole thing. He's writing for a movie that's going to be called Zombies versus Gladiators, and here's the actual cover art for it right here. A news site that covers movies did an article on it. I'll let you guys watch it.
Clive Barker tackling Zombies vs. Gladiators, and we have the story. Clive Barker has signed on to rewrite Zombies vs. Gladiators, an action horror movie. For those of you not familiar with Zombies vs. Gladiators story, it's set in ancient Rome and is about when a shaman who is about to die in the Colosseum casts a spell that unleashes the world's first zombies. It's then up to a gladiator to stop the spread of the zombie mafia, if you will, and save Rome. Amazon Studios will be producing the flick, and Roy Price, director of the studios, is confident in their choice to pen the script. He said Zombies vs. Gladiators is now in the hands of someone who has written genre-defining material throughout his career. We're excited to see how Clive will add his unique narrative to capture the essence of this story and propel the project into something unique and original that could one day be enjoyed by all audiences. And what does Clive have to say about all this? He's just as excited. He said, I'm excited by the opportunity to interweave 2 very rich narrative threads. One of them concerns itself with the reality of the decadence of Rome and its rise and fall. The other is a fantastical narrative element, the living dead, My brief to myself on this project is to give the audience not only zombies they've never seen before, but also a Rome they have never seen before.
So, zombies that no one has ever seen before sounds like something Treyarch likes to do. They like to be innovative and really creative and do things that no one's ever done before, and it sounds like they are definitely capitalizing on this idea. So you might be asking, how do you watch this movie, or has it been released, or what's going on? Well, let me show you a little bit of the backstory of how this even started. Amazon.com has a unit called Amazon Studios, and back in 2010 they were using audience feedback to help develop movies and scripts. Two writers by the name of Michael Weiss and Greg Ostrin submitted a storyboard type trailer called Zombies vs. Gladiators. These two guys are not famous writers or producers or anything like that. They just had a really good idea for a story and submitted it to Amazon Studios. And here is the trailer right here for their storyboard. And yeah, so it's set in ancient Rome, and it's zombies versus gladiators, and basically there's a shaman who conjures up some black magic, turns people into zombies, and then it's up to the gladiators to stop the spread of the zombies horde and save Rome. What's crazy is that this trailer here is almost identical to the 9 Zombies trailer. So you see the gladiators standing behind the gate, it opens up, they enter the arena, it pans to the crowd, you see everybody cheering, then they start to battle, and a shaman is brought in, and this guy definitely looks different than our shaman, and he conjures up some black magic just like ours does in the arena, and what do you know, it turns the people into zombies. Then the gladiators start to fight against the zombies, which is the same in the 9 trailer. The storyboard trailer is a lot longer than this. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have it down in the description. But holy crap, the similarities, right? There's even one scene here where a female gladiator is fighting, and definitely makes you think of the Scarlet character that they introduced. So where is this movie? Can you watch it? And what's the status of it? Well, the storyboard idea was submitted to Amazon in 2010, and then it was picked up to be turned into a movie in 2012. Clive Barker was offered the role to help write for this movie, and since 2012 it looks like only a script has been completed, and there's no update after that. So it's been 6 years and no movie has been produced, so who knows what they're gonna do, but Treyarch obviously found out about all of this and heavily basing the map on it. And this video is not to discredit Treyarch's creativity or innovation, it's just to show you where they probably got the idea for the map and understand what it was born from. I think that backstory information is really interesting, and it's smart for them to capitalize on a really cool concept that never fully manifested. I'm curious to know about the licensing deals they maybe had to work out. This could be an intellectual property situation where they had to get permission or something. But yeah, really interesting stuff. I definitely wanted to show you guys this. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you guys next video.